In memory of all the mothers in heaven, we pray and we miss them a lot. We wish them a heavenly, happy Mother's Day. Before I say anything else, can I just say it's an honor to stand here as the first women chair G100 Australia, and I'm standing here as a mother, a founder, a woman who has rebuilt her life more times than she could count. So thank you all for being here. My story is probably not unfamiliar to many of you. I have rebuilt, reinvented, risen through every chapter of my life. There were chapters I didn't write, there were seasons I didn't choose, but in every single one, I chose to rise. I'm a founder. I have built MSR cleaning services from the ground up with resilience, hard work, and the belief that every woman can create her own opportunities. That belief didn't come from nowhere, it came from necessity. It came from looking at my life and saying, I'm not waiting for any permission, any validation to build my future. I am building it now. And today, I'm honored to serve as a Joint Secretary of Wiki NRI Council, also as an Australian chair for G100. But more than titles, I'm here because I believe in something with every fiber of me being today. I believe that when women comes together, when we stop competing and we start collaborating, when we stop whispering our strength and start declaring it, because transformation becomes inevitable. Today's theme, Matriarchs and Milestones, is close to my heart, not because it sounds beautiful, but because it's true. Every woman in this room is a milestone in her family, a milestone in the community, a milestone in her profession, and yes, a milestone in the lives of people who don't even realize they are being inspired by watching you. Show up, rise up, and keep going. That's the power of a matriarch. She doesn't need applause to lead, but she deserves it. As a women, we carry legacies. We break barriers, quietly sometimes, invisibly sometimes, but we break them. We lead them with compassion, with courage, with conviction, and we rise, not just for ourselves, but for the next generation watching us how we show up, watching us how we fall, watching how we get back up. Our, doc- our daughters are taking notes. Our nieces are taking notes. The young women in this room are taking notes. And that is why we are here today. Because stepping into this role as G100 Australia Chair is not just a title, it's a responsibility, it's a commitment, it's a promise to amplify women's voices, to create platforms for leadership, to ensure every woman from every background, every culture, every walk of her life has the chance to shine. And I'm not making that promise alone today. I'm making it with you. I am making it with every speaker on the stage today. I'm making it with every younger leader we are celebrating today. Because we are not just shaping our stories, we are not just writing our own futures, we are shaping the future of women leadership here in Australia and also across the globe. Let's understand what exactly G100 is. Let me tell you what it really is. It's not just a network, it's sisterhood. It's a promise that echoes across continents, across industries, across every barrier that ever tried to stop you. G100 is a global moment of 100 wings, each one led by a women leader committed to creating a safer, equitable, more inclusive world for all women. It's a platform where policy meets purpose, where leadership meets compassion, where women from every corner of the world unite to uplift one another. And this moment was born from two extraordinary visionaries, Dr. Harbeen Arora Rai, a global thought leader, entrepreneur, philanthropist, and the force behind Women Economic Forum, All Ladies League, She Economy, and the worldwide sister movement G100 and Wiki. and a powerful global team of women leaders who believed in one simple revolutionary truth. When women come together, transformation becomes inevitable. Their vision is not complicated, it's crystal clear. To create a world where women have equal voice, equal space, equal opportunity across nations, industries, and generations. And that is what we are building here today. Let me start by introducing you all to our global chair, Anita Capris. It's my privilege to acknowledge the inspiring women who lead G100 globally with grace, wisdom, and unwavering commitment. She is a global advocate for women's leadership and champion of empowerment and a guiding light for thousands of women across continents. Her leadership reminds us that women doesn't just break ceilings. We build new rooms for others to enter. Anita, I welcome you to the stage.
Oh, beautiful. What a beautiful, inspiring message, sister. Thank you so much. And I want to thank you too for stepping in and saying, okay, I want to be part of the youth engagement family. So thank you. I thank you so much, sister. And it's so good. I don't see everyone. But I'm gonna say I'm an energy girl, so I can feel your energy, and I know that this symposium is going to just be epic. It's going to be many blessed and highly successful. I know each and every one of you are going to deliver a message that is going to be well received. As our sister Sharon indicated, that there are going to be sisters, young sisters, that are going to be taking notes, that are going to be uh, following those notes, and those notes are going to be put into their minds and in their hearts, that they will be able to take with them throughout the rest of their lives. So, and I want to thank you all for inviting me, Sharon, to invite me to just be with you, for this moment. And as a global chair with youth engagement, on behalf of youth engagement, each and every sister on this platform, I just want to let you know that should you wish to become part of our family, we love, embrace, and would welcome you wholly, just as much as we have welcomed our sister Sharon. And Sharon, I'm listening to what you do, and your heart and your passion, and you are absolutely phenomenal. When you were talking about me, I said, oh my God, I'm so honored to be her mirror. And I am so honored to be your mirror, because what you see in me, beautiful sister, is what you see in yourself. And that's what you have for yourself. And I'm just so very grateful and thankful for Dr. Harbin for creating this platform, as she, with All Ladies League, starting out saying soul sisters. So we go beyond the physical. She's created a platform. We are reaching each other's soul. And that is an energetic, synergistic uh, movement, synergistic feeling, synergistic consciousness that we can just keep with us, and move with us, and be at peace within, because we know all over the world, we have sisters who are standing with us, who are holding our hands, and we need not ever feel that we are alone. Thank you.
Thank you, Anita. On behalf of everyone present today, thank you. Thank you for your guidance, your vision, and your unwavering dedication to empowering women across the globe. Let's
Thank you.
carry the synergy forward and the inspiration Anita has ignited us today. Let
Okay.
me say it's now my privilege to introduce a woman whose leadership, wisdom, and dedication have been a guiding force for so many of us. Our guest of honor today is someone who embodies grace, strength, and service. Can I please welcome Ms. Achula Bhupender on the stage? Before Achula ji says something, I would say she is just not the guest of honor, she is my mentor. She's been a push to my life, and she's done lot and lot. And today, whatever I am, I would give my credit to her. The stage is all yours, Achalaji.
Shrinji, that is actually बहुत ज़्यादा. It's too much. Uh, Thank you, Shrinji, for that deeply moving introduction and for those profound opening words. Listening to you today, my heart is filled with immense pride and some tears as well of happiness, actually. Many of you know Shrinji as a G100 Australian chair today. But my journey with her goes back 6 years when she joined us as a member in Wiki NRI Council. And almost a year ago, she stepped up as a joint secretary. Right from the beginning, I saw her incredible dedication and her quickly ability to learn and her sheer hard work. What I admire most about Shrinji is her absolute resilience. In all these 6 years, she has never said no to any role or any challenge. We all know how to unpredictable events can be, especially the online events, but she is always ready. I distinctly remember a time when, despite the chaos at the last minute changes, she hosted the entire event middle of the night with a child in her arms. No matter what life throws away, whether it is balancing her health, managing her kids, or handling daily life, she always manages to show up, do the work, and deliver the absolute excellence. It's not the position, it's a human being inside her. It's a hard work and it's a dedication, actually. That midnight event is the true definition of a matriarchy, and it shows exactly how strong she is. Seeing her grow into this global leadership role today is a beautiful milestone for me personally. She is truly like a younger sister to me, and seeing her shine make this Mother's Day event more special personally for me. So, back to the topic, when we talk about leadership, we often think about meetings, code, laptop, and all these things. But the true leadership I ever learned was shaped by a beautiful chaos of motherhood and anchored by the unwavering support of my family. After marriage, it was my husband who became my biggest anchor, encouraging me to pursue my higher education further. Because of his constant support and courage, I joined college in Scotland for my master degree. By God's grace and divine planning, I became pregnant during my studies. I still vividly remember being heavily pregnant, standing on a global stage, and delivering my academic presentation. When my baby was born, the journey didn't stop. With my husband's strength beside me, I would carry a newborn baby in my arms straight into the college, labs, laboratories, washrooms, canteens, doing my homework, groceries, everywhere. So later, when whether serving as a sustainability advisor across Europe and other countries, landing up in the UAE, or dedicating myself to promoting our roots globally through Bharati Bhasha Savadhan Sansthan, Global Shakti Forum, Wiki NRI Council, my answer to balancing it all always being Samanvay. Those who know Hindi, they understand. It's integration, not separation. I love the way you add the young generation here on the stage as well. My family and my vision always go walk with me hand in hand. They are not separated. We don't need to give our children long lectures on leadership. They learn by watching us. As mothers, we are children's first idols and their first teachers. They don't just listen to what we say, they watch we do and they copy us. Because I opened my door of professional life to my children, a beautiful transformation happened. My own teenager's daughter see my work daily. They watch my online event. They listen to my speeches and they see the raw effort which is going on behind the scene. By being part of this shared journey, they begin to deeply understand my timelines and respect my schedule. They saw me attending high level global meetings draped in a sari, which taught them a profound lesson without a single word. Being modern, being educated does not mean leaving our culture behind. Because of this, they actively step up to support my mission. Today, my children, they watch me, they help me in my work, and they are learning the biggest skills, corporate skills, time management, public speaking, public relation. For them, for that, they don't need a separate classes for that. So this is how modern kids learn leadership from their mothers. We all know that children are the future of our nation, but as a mother, we are the one who plant those initial seeds. Through this journey, I don't just want to tell them how to live. I want to show them that life is entirely about the choices you make, the values you hold on to, the excellence you strive for, no matter where you are in the world. So for me, motherhood is still learning, a humble learning, even now when my children are grown up. To all those young generation who have joined today, Alina, Lazneen, and the incredible speakers we have today, Malini ji, Ashraf ji, Nabha ji, Rosina ji, Tejwan, I know all of them. Shaz, we know we have shared a space before also. So I'm eagerly looking forward to listen to you. And thank you, Shrinji, for launching your new chapter with such a great power. And my love and blessings are always with you. Thank you so much, Shrinji.
Thank you, Achila ji, for blessing Matriarch and Milestones with your wisdom and your grace, and it means a lot to us. Let us carry forward the inspiration she has
And
shared with us as we
sister,
continue.
I apologize. Sister, I need to take my leave now, okay? This, okay.
We
All
really
right.
appreciate, Anita, you coming to,
Thank
grace
you.
your presence. I know it's
Bless
midnight, and
you.
we wish you a very good night.
Thank
And
you. God,
once again,
God,
happy Mother's Day to you.
thank you. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers on this platform. And thank you so much. Thank you. And you guys have a good afternoon and evening. It's afternoon your time, right?
Yes,
Okay. All right. Bye bye. Love you all.
bye.
Blessings.
Let us carry forward the inspiration Achalaji has just shared with us as we continue celebrating the incredible women who shape our communities, and this for the rest of our future. So, as we celebrate Mother's Day today, there's someone very special in this room who we must honor in a unique way. She's not just a mother, she's a mother in the making, a mother standing at the beautiful doorway of a new chapter, preparing to bring a new life into this world. Let's play her video. Angela Farishta, we welcome you on stage.
Special to say that I'm really excited about this journey and already feel so much love for my baby. At the same time, I do have moments of anxiety, wondering if I'm eating right and resting enough or doing everything correctly. I slowly learning that pregnancy is just not physical, it's emotional too, and it's okay to feel both happy and unsure at the same time. Every day, I remind myself that a new life is going inside me, and I just need to trust the process and take care of myself. And to my baby, I can't wait to meet you. You're already so loved.
To our dear mother to be, your journey is sacred, your strength is inspiring, and your glow today reminds us to miracle of motherhood. You're carrying not just a child, but a hope, a future, a new heartbeat that will soon call you mom. On behalf of all of us here, we want to bless you with love, good health, and safe, joyful delivery. May this new life bring you endless happiness, laughter, and purpose. We celebrate you today, and we cannot wait to welcome your little one into this world. Let's keep the light and the torch moving forward. Our next young leader is just 12 years old in year 7 and already an inspiring all rounder. Alina Amlani has a beautiful blend of talents. She has been learning classical Bharatanatyam for 6 years and playing netball for 3, building discipline, focus, resilience, teamwork, and confidence. She is also actively involved in community service, showing her kindness and empathy from a younger age. A passionate traveler who has already seen 9 countries, Alina is open minded, curious, and appreciative of the world around her. As an only child, she has grown into an independent, responsible, and self motivated young girl who always strives to do her best. So please welcome our bright and talented youth member, Alina Amlani, on stage. Alina, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone, and a very happy Mother's Day season to all of the phenomenal women women here today.
Alina,
When we
your voice is breaking. Alina, we can't hear you properly. Your voice is
can you hear
breaking.
me? Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
we can hear you
Yeah.
now.
Good afternoon, everyone, and a very happy Mother's Day season to all of the phenomenal women here today. When we think of a leader, we often picture distant boardrooms. But the truth is, the very first, most impactful women in our lives don't wear corporate badges. They are our mothers. Motherhood is the ultimate masterclass in leadership. As we launch this inaugural G100 Youth Engagement session today, under our new Australian chair, Shirin Lakhani, we see that exact masterclass in action. Our chair shows us every day that you can lead global movements while fiercely anchoring a family. Our promise is because you have stood strong, we have the foundation to build big. We promise to honor your sacrifices, not just with our words this Mother's Day, but by becoming the driven, compassionate leaders you raised us to be. Your legacy is safe with us. Thank you so much, and we look forward to hearing the next speakers. Thank you.
Thank you, Alina. Thank you for your kind words. But before we move forward, we have something very special for you to see. On this beautiful occasion of Mother's Day, we want to begin by saying to Alina's parents, thank you for raising such a bright, kind, and responsible young girl. And to Alina's mom, we wish a very happy Mother's Day. Your love, guidance, and strength shine through your daughter every single day. And now we have some wonderful news to share. Alina has shown maturity, dedication, compassion, and leadership beyond her age. Your commitment to community service, your discipline in dance and sports, and your beautiful heart have inspired all of us. So, today, on this special day, we want to make it even more memorable for you and your family. It is with great pride and joy that we announce that we have nominated you to become our youth chair for Sydney. Congratulations, Alina. This honor is a reflection of your hard work, your values, and a positive impact that you're already making in the society,
That's
and
it.
you're still just a 12 years old. So we are
Thank you
incredibly
so
proud of you.
much. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's been an honor. Thank you.
We're looking forward for the amazing things you're going to achieve as your youth chair, and we look forward, Alina, to hear more from you in the upcoming webinars. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Alina, for joining. Our next
Thank you.
speaker is a remarkable woman whose work has touched countless lives across multicultural communities. Dr. Malini is the founder of AMAV Community Services Inclusive and the CEO and Managing Director of AMAV Australia Enterprise Pty Ltd. She's also the publisher of Multicultural Community Service magazine, a dedicated researcher, and a former federal MP candidate for Parramatta. Certified in positive psychiatry and mental health from the University of Sydney, Dr. Malini leads with compassion, purpose, and vision. Let's get Dr. Malini on the stage. We welcome you, Dr. Malini, and the stage is all yours. Dr. Malini, can you please unmute yourself?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for the opportunity, Sharon. It is really remarkable and amazing platform for all the women, and also I really thankful for all the team members initiating this great effort, because consistently doing Zoom programs all over the world, it's not that easy, because we do as well, so be aware of that. And also when everyone support us, but it's like a sometimes without seeing the faces talking, all this is very challenging in Zoom. So it is very very different platform, like not even though we all connected, but technically connected right? So it's not really emotionally, because we are not all not in the same room. So thank you for that first. And Amma was the organization, as I mentioned before. nearly 20 years now we are working with multicultural community. And in this journey what I noticed is mothers are like always sacrifice. First, happy Mother's Day to everyone. I just want to say that mothers are always sacrificing and dedicating and very service minded and doing everything for others. And the challenge what they are facing really is the moment there is a point they get burst and they couldn't able to cope up. Why all this happening? There where we really need to focus, I think, in future sessions too, because mothers struggling and mothers striving one point of time, and also knowingly or unknowingly, directly or indirectly, it is affecting children. They have lot of affection, they are putting their time, entire time and knowledge and effort and everything. But sometimes if mothers not looking after the self, definitely it will impact the family, it will impact in children life, and it will impact in children future as well. What we are really want is for their well-being, we are living, we are thinking like that. But if we are not looking after ourselves, it will be very challenging. So looking after means it's in all the ways, emotionally, even psychological need, physical need, and health wise, taking care everything, sometimes even like sexual need as well. It's need to open and talk very clearly, because moms are suppressing and struggling to open about it, and this giving lot of stress, anxiety, pressure. Culturally we are not allowed to open this, we are not allowed to talk about this, so moms thinking like they need to sacrifice this kind of needs, then only they are good mom. It's not really like that. We need to give the awareness to the moms about it. It's like they need to look after 360-degree in all the ways, then only they can support the children very well, family very well, and children future. And obviously our mothers did everything for us, but we don't know how much they are happy at that time in their life. I'm really recollecting the moments, because she sacrificed everything for me and dedicatively worked 25 hours, our education, our health, and everything. Now I'm worrying. No, I didn't really taken care how much I should have, but it didn't happen. At least in future generation we should educate the children. So Mother's Day is not like celebrating only mothers. Mother's Day is to take care about the mother. Is she happy? Is she having everything? Is she fulfilled? So just that awareness to create. I really want to give a stage and platform for all our co-speakers to share their views as well. Thank you for the opportunity, Sharon and both of us. Like, you really doing great job, and please continue. Please, we are all here to support always, and please let us know if we can do any support more than this. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Dr. Malini, for your inspiring words and for the incredible work you continue to do for our multicultural communities. Your
Thank
dedication
you.
to children, seniors, women, mental health, social awareness, and community empowerment is truly remarkable. Through AIMAV, you have created programs that touch lives, uplift families, and strengthen the very fabric of our society. Thank you once again for sharing your wisdom with us today.
Thank you, dear.
Our next video is a tribute to a very special mother, Mrs. Kanan Shah, a woman who has been nurturing culture, rhythm, and confidence in children through the beautiful art of dance. Kananji is not only a loving mother but also a dedicated dance teacher who has been guiding young dancers in Bollywood, Bharatanatyam, and other forms. Let's go ahead and listen to Dr. Kanan.
Adam's son. But frankly speaking, I've experienced the best of every world and every phase of their life. Like even when they were a newborn, to a toddler, to a preteen, to a teen, I have thoroughly enjoyed every phase of life, the ups and downs of everything. And now, with that experience, or along with that experience, I've also enjoyed every single kid that comes to Nipa.
Thank you for the beautiful and heartfelt video, Kananji. Your dedication as a mother and as a dance teacher truly shines through. Our next speaker is an exceptional educator, over 2 decades of experience shaping mind and strengthening learning systems across India and abroad. Let's welcome Ashraf Nurani to the stage. She has been extensively teaching curriculum design, teacher training, and parenting programs all across the globe. Ashraf, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Shirin. It's really heartwarming to be a part of this platform. First of all, I'd like to wish each and every mother who is here on the show and every individual who has been a mother and a caregiver in some capacity to some individual or the other a very happy Mother's Day. All right. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the gift that a parent, a caregiver, or an educator can give a child through their lifetime. And it's perhaps one of the best gifts that you can share with your child. I would like Nikhil to, or the admin team, to share my presentation, please. All right, so it's slightly appearing differently, but let's go with the technology in terms of what's available. The best part is it is visible on the screen. I think as an educator and a mentor and a parent coach, that the best gift that you can give your child is building their self esteem and their self confidence. And I'd like to take you back in time, back into your childhood, your teenage, in order for you to realize what a strong impact a caregiver can have on the self esteem of a child or the self image of a child. I'd like all of you to close your eyes and quickly do a visualization with me and go back in time to your younger years. Or for the teenagers who are participating, you can think of your childhood or any recent experience in your teenage. So please, everyone, close your eyes and visualize yourself as a child or as a teenager.
Ashraf, we cannot hear you.
Yeah, we cannot hear Ashraf ji, but what she was telling is it's really a valid point. Nowadays, the teenagers, the main problem is that like their confidence and how they will cope up with their inner circle and with the parents, how much pressure they are handling. The point what she has risen up, it's really valid. Just wait for Ashraf ji. I think there is an internet issue from her ends. Let's just see if she.
Look,
Yeah.
looks
When
like
we
there is an internet issue at her
Yeah,
place.
the online events it happen usually. So that the negative point. Hope we can have a physical event in the future as well, Shireen ji. Yeah, I'm looking forward for that. We can wait for a
So,
second and we can invite the next
yes,
speaker,
we'll
Shireen ji.
continue with the rest of the speakers while we wait for her to log back in. Uh, Admin team, can we please close the PowerPoint presentation for us to move forward? Let's hear from our next mother, a short video where the mother has been said that she is a wonderful cook by her 2 little cute daughters. So let's join me in welcoming Mother Hetal Fichadia as she shares her thoughts and her beautiful journey of motherhood with us. Can we have the video, please?
One is in teenage and the other one's 7. But I have enjoyed all the phases of my life with them, and yeah, I would love to do it all over again with them. Like I have best of my life with them. Thank you.
Hearing your words and seeing your love your daughters have for you truly touched our hearts. It's clear that your warmth, your cooking, and your care makes your home a place filled with joy and comfort. Thank you once again, Hetal, for opening your heart for us today and sharing your details with us. Let's go on with our next speaker. The next speaker is an extraordinary courage, compassion, and service. Let's hear from Dr. Nabad Lakhani. She is a dedicated gynecologist, works in the theater, helps bring new life into the world, and caring of new mothers with immense strength and heart. She's also a founder of Marham organization supporting autistic kids and their families, a true reflection of her deep commitment to humanity. Even as she bravely fights her own battle, she continues to serve others with grace, resilience, and an unshakable spirit. Dr. Nabad, the stage is all yours. We welcome you on stage.
Good morning. Okay, for me it's morning, so maybe I'll call it morning just to um, bring it up to a new era that Shireen has started with this whole uh, program. And when Shireen first sent me the flyer, the word matriarch, oof, it's heavy. Women are being I mean, I don't know how much that is understandable to the newer generations, but it's a very heavy word to use. And women, I feel, because I'm from the medical field, I would say women are like medicine. They are backbones, they are hearts, they are rib cages, and I think they can be anything. Motherhood, happy Mother's Day to everyone around here, present here, and all those, each one globally, who are playing the difficult role of being mothers, because I feel that motherhood is not only a biological thing, it is emotional, it is spiritual, and it is deeply human. But as a gynecologist, I feel that women are the only people who can carry life, who can carry groceries, who can carry an emotional burden, and still remember each and every little detail of every person who they care for, their birthdays, their problems, their solutions, etc., 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 and still be questioned, तो आपने आज पूरा दिन क्या किया? And still they can go on. And that's fabulous. And today, quickly, in a very few minutes or a few lines, I would just like to put a few milestones that our youth should take away from us that maybe we didn't. I mean, I think all of us here, Ashraji, lovely hearing about you and your journey and your motherhood. And I think each one of us, I think, the first part of any woman is that we take, the burnout as a badge, and we think that it is a huge honor. I think that's the first thing that we have to learn, that we have to take care of ourselves too. I know I didn't do it, so I'm no one to preach about it, but I guess we learn from our mistakes, so I'm still trying. I'm still trying. I hope all of us are. We have to make our newer generations, young girl, Shireen, lovely person that you're having in your team. I think these are the girls who need to bring in the awareness that self care is not selfishness, and that health is not luxury, and that well being is not an option. The second milestone that I feel should be brought forward to the youth is that women, or the generation of women coming up, should know how to care about their minds, their body, their emotions, and their identities unapologetically. They should stop being someone's daughter, mother, sister, wife. वो तो है ही, वो तो हमेशा रहेंगे. कभी खुद भी बन के देखो. Try being yourself too. Bring in an identity. And I think that is the second milestone that I would want them to learn. In fact, all of us nowadays make our children dream big. Arey, you do this in career, do this in your personal life. But are they allowed to sleep, or are they allowed to actually take a break, step back, think of their mental health? Are we allowing them that space? Are we teaching them that space? Like Achalaji very correctly said, they follow what we do. Are we doing it? Second, the third most important, health is the foundation for any life. Trust me, you can have thousand problems, and then when you have a health problem, that is the only problem. Ask me about it. I'm going through it, and I think there is nothing bigger than a health problem. So it is better to be preventive than to be sorry. Third, healthcare. It's always the mother taking the baby for the checkups, husband for medicines, mothers, fathers. They're taking of everyone. They're taking care of. When it comes to the breast check or a pap smear, बाद में देख लेंगे, later, some other day. My family comes first. That has to change, and I think the youth is the one who have to make that change. Fourth, openness. Stop looking for perfection and start talking about everything that has to be spoken about. Healthcare should not be spoken about only at the time of a pregnancy or when you have a problem or at menopause or when you have a dysmenoric period, but these should be conversations that should be at any dining table, at any friendship circles, at any social gatherings. And I think that has to become a norm of the time. Leaving the stigmas behind and talk about everything openly. Each thing about women, from menarche to menopause. I mean, I think I have a whole group here from youngsters to all the ages, and I think each phase of motherhood is equally important and has to be spoken about. That is the fourth. The next, education. An educated woman is an educated generation, and I think there is no compromise for that. Apart from that, I think the last thing that I would like to just put together all the points that I said is that, women should learn to set boundaries, to rest, to bring forward their compassion, to think about their hobbies or their serotonins and their dopamines and do what they like, and let us bring up a generation where we raise daughters who are informed and women who are fearless, and bring in a world which is celebrated not only for what women give, but who those women are. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Nabad. You are an inspiration to every woman in this room, and we are deeply honored to have you with us today. On a personal note, I would like to share with everyone that if I'm a mother today, I would say Dr. Nabad is my daughter's second mother. She has given me life, she has given me motivation, she has given me confidence in my life to move forward when I was at a stage when I was depressed. As she said, health comes first. Yes, even I made that same mistake, but I would say the younger generation not to make the same mistake and take care of their health first. Thank you, Dr. Nabad, for your resilience, your service, and your beautiful spirit. Let's go back again to Ashraf Nurani. Sorry, we had some technical issues and we missed out, but you're back here again, and we are so thankful that you're here again. So the stage is all yours, and we would like to hear from you.
Thank you so much, Shirin. Sorry, because of the technical glitches, we had to leave you, but we're back and technology is back on our side. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed now. Please, can we have the presentation on the screen for the benefit of the audiences? Thank you so much. So what I was sharing with you is that as an educator, as a parent, as a coach, I think the best gift that you can give your child is raising their self esteem and their self confidence and creating a positive self image that they have for themselves in their minds. And yes, you can be facilitative in that process. And in order for you to realize, and for all of us to realize, how indelible is an impact and an impression in the lives of a child for from an adult, I would like you to go back in time and visualize a particular phase or experience in your life. So please, everyone, close your eyes and follow my voice to do this creative visualization and go back in time. Thank you so much. Take a deep breath, release your breath, and I go request you to go back in time to a phase where you had a very wonderful, caring, and loving adult, parent, or educator in your life. They said things to you, they did things to you that really made you think positively about yourself and build your self esteem in positive ways. At this stage, when you visualize this individual and recall the words that they said and the experiences that they gave you, I'd like you to offer a small token of gratitude into the universe towards them and send a lot of love to them. Once this memory is clear in your head, I'd like you to now go to another experience in your life, in your teenage or your adulthood or your childhood, where you had an adult, a caregiver, a parent, or an educator who really thwarted your self esteem. They said some things to you that were not very good. They were mean, they were comparing, they were demeaning. They did things and provided you with experiences that really lowered your self confidence. Be with the emotions that you're experiencing at this stage as you're visualizing the experiences that you had with this individual or group of individuals. I'd like you to take a deep breath within and then release the breath and offer forgiveness to this individual. Now I'd like you to slowly open your eyes. I know it's not possible for us to take communications and expressions and sharing with you at this juncture, but by now you would have realized that a caregiving adult can have a very strong impact on the self concept and the self confidence of an individual. And this self confidence and this self concept or esteem can really affect the way we connect with other human beings. It affects our relationships, it affects our education, it affects our performance. And so it's important for us to realize that every word we say, every experience we provide, every time we give, and every time we take away from our teenagers or our children, we are affecting their self esteem. So now let's talk about how we can build the self-esteem of our children. Please, can we move to the next slide? Yes, the first thing and the foremost thing that you can do as an educator or a parent or a caregiver for a teenager or a youth is to recognize their gifts and recognize that each and every one of us is intelligent. Earlier on, we used to have this notion that people are either intelligent, average, or below average. But now research is showing that it's not just one kind of intelligence. There are 8 to 9 different types of intelligences. And you, as a caregiver, will be able to recognize these intelligences, these gifts, and these talents in your child right from a very young age. In my own case, I was a very expressive and a very empathetic, caring, and understanding child. And I was extremely emotionally intelligent. And no wonder I was prompted to take on psychology and applied psychology in education as a professional area of expertise. I also realized in my teenage when my professors and my lecturers made me recognize that I am very communicative and expressive. And no wonder I chose a profession which gives me an opportunity to speak. And you can do the same for your child. Help them recognize their gifts and their talents and their intelligences. Can we please move to the next slide and understand what are the different ways, according to research, that we are intelligent? Yes, these are the 8 intelligences outlined by Dr. Howard Gardner from Harvard University. For let me quickly take you through some of them. First is the interpersonal intelligence. This is the intelligence where people are people smart. They're very good with relationships, they're very good at making friends, they're very good with working in teams, they make great leaders, and your child may be people smart or have the interpersonal intelligence very dominant in them. Another is the intrapersonal intelligence. These are people who are self smart. These are people or individuals who are very self aware. They are reflective. They may be philosophers. They may be people who are interested in research. They may be interested in psychology, like someone like myself. And that's why I chose a profession which is connected to psychology and understanding children and human needs. So your child may have the intrapersonal intelligence very dominant in them. Another intelligence is the body smart or the kinesthetically smart individual. These are people who have high bodily kinesthetic intelligence. These are people who are maybe probably good at sports, they're good at dancing, they're good at any kind of skilled work. So your child could have this intelligence very high on them. And trust me, there are a lot of professions which really appreciate this intelligence. The next intelligence is musical intelligence. These are individuals who are good with music. They are music smart. And I'm sure some of the teenagers over here, or some of us for that matter, may be very good with music. We may be playing a musical instrument, we may be good at creating music, or we may also be very exceptionally good at singing or appreciating singing. And there are many professions which you can pursue if you are into music. So let us recognize if a child around us has this spark of musical intelligence. The next intelligence is the visual spatial intelligence. Sorry, I'm not going in that particular order. I hope that's all right with you. The next is visual spatial intelligence. These are people who are picture smart. These are people who are very good with visualizations and envisioning things. These are people who may be artistic and express themselves artistically. They could be painters, illustrators. They could be people who can get into professions like interior designing or professions like being an architect, and your child may have that spark too. The next intelligence is the naturalist intelligence. These are people who love nature. They love animals, they love plants, they're good with exploring nature. They are the best when they are around nature. And your child may be the next zoologist, the next biologist, or the next botanist who might be naturally intelligent. So look for that spark. The next intelligence is the logical or the mathematical intelligence. These are people who are very good with logic, reasoning, sciences, and I'm sure some of you teenagers must be wanting to get into professions and have interest in the sciences and into logical reasoning and mathematical reasoning. So do pursue those talents and interests if you're inclined towards them. And the last intelligence, but not the least, is the verbal linguistic intelligence. This is the intelligence of words. These are people who are word smart, people like journalists, people like teachers, people like authors. These are people who are very expressive in verbal communication and they're very good with writing. And right from an early age, right till the teenage years, and even in adulthood, you can discover some of these intelligence and pursue them as your interests, hobbies, as well as professions later on in life. Can we move to the next slide, please? So one way in which you can build the self-esteem of your child is recognizing their gifts, their intelligences, and their talents. It's no more about how smart are you. It is about how are you smart. And you need to recognize how is your child smart and how is your child intelligent. Let's move to the next slide, please. All right. Now I want to emphasize something very important here. Based on the intelligences, the interests, the skills and the talents of your child, one more thing that you can do for your children to build their self-esteem and their self-concept is you can help them to get on, to take in on community service projects. they can contribute to the well-being of the people around us based on their interests and their passions. They can take on fundraising drives for the communities around us. They can probably grow a tree or a plant if they are naturally inclined and love plants and nature by contributing to a project of growing trees in their surroundings and the gardens and the neighborhood vicinity. They can also take up cleanliness drives in the neighborhood, at their school, at the beaches around them. Another community service project or a voluntary service project that they can take on to build their self-esteem is teaching at a primary school or an early school where they can narrate stories, help them to learn various mathematical concepts or language, develop their language. Another project that your teens or children can take on is developing the tribal communities around them and also help them integrate into the larger world. Another project that they can take on is being supporters of the Green Initiative project and making sure that the environment is protected and taken care of. Let's move to the next slide, please. I'm sorry about some of the content being a little haywire, but I want to just emphasize some of the other community service projects or voluntary service projects that you can encourage your teens and children to take on in order to build their self-concept and their self-esteem. And in a minute, I will also let you know why is this important by showing you a video. Another project that they can take on is book donation drives that can be an initiative to donate books that they have collected, whether it's storybooks or encyclopedias or other kinds of books, to the schools that are there in the vicinity. They can take on another project where they can do work towards animal welfare. At the same time, they can volunteer to teach at a neighboring primary school. Now, let me show you a short video from the International Baccalaureate Schools that demonstrates how does a community service project make a youth feel valuable and gives them a sense of contribution to the world that actually builds their self-esteem. Nikhil, can we please play that short video from the International Baccalaureate? And then I'm going to show you a short movie as well.
And I'm going to help them. But it has to be something really big. Something
All right, can we take a pause in
they
this?
can't do by themselves.
Nikhil, can we take a pause on this? All right, so this is not the International Baccalaureate video. That's the other video. We'll probably play it later. But this is the story of a child named Trevor who was at an elementary school. All right, his social studies teacher gives them an assignment. And trust me, it is not a small assignment. He asks each and every elementary child in his social studies class to think of one idea that can change the world. And most of the children responded back by saying, "We are so young. What can we do to contribute to this world? How can we change the world?" And look at how this young child comes up with a brilliant idea to make a difference to the entire community around him. So let's play the video and see the idea that Trevor came up with. Nikhil, can you play the video, please?
Then they do it for 3 other people. That's 9. And I do 3 more.
That's 27, so I'm not really good at math, but it gets big really fast, you know?
Yep.
All right. A little articulation, please.
Yes.
I think it's a good idea.
Sean?
It's stupid.
Adam?
It's the honor system. People blow off the honor system.
So what? Just because you do.
Well, Trevor, the class seems to think that you've come up with an overly utopian idea. Look that word up in a minute.
Like a perfect world?
Mm-hmm.
So?
So,
Let's pause the video at that note here. Yes, can we go back to the presentation, please? So, did you get the picture of what is the idea that he came up with? Trevor actually thought of making such an impact by creating a chain of individuals who keep making a difference to three other people. So he decided to take on and help three people in his life who cannot help themselves. He helps a beggar on the street by providing him with food and a place to sleep and a shelter to sleep. He also helps his mother find love again, and he helps his mother to forgive his grandmother by facilitating a conversation between them. And in return, he asks all three of them not to pay him back, but to pay it forward by helping three other people. Our children are smart. Our children are intelligent. If you give them an opportunity, they can come up with brilliant ideas to make this world a better place. So, one of the best ways you can build the self esteem of your children is by encouraging them to take on projects and community services and voluntary services where they can create a huge impact in this world. Can we move to the next slide, please? Now, we spoke about some of the things that you can do as an adult to build the self esteem of your child. Let me also enumerate some of the things that are don'ts as far as the self esteem of a child is concerned. It's very, very important that as an adult, you make sure that you are not overly controlling for your child. If you constantly keep telling them what to do and what not to do, they will not be able to develop an independent mind of their own. They won't be able to make decisions for themselves. And at the same time, this will lower their self esteem because they will constantly themselves. So it's important to understand that you as an adult are not overly controlling. Another thing not to do is don't be overly critical because you need to understand that when you're constantly criticizing your child, you tend to be the voice in their head. And that voice keeps ruminating in their heads and gets regurgitated every time they're faced with a challenge. So, when you're overly critical, they become overly critical and demanding of themselves. And that creates feeling of deep inadequacy and incapability in a child. They constantly feel that they are not enough. So let's avoid doing that. Another thing very important to do is that also keeping in mind that you may do it unconsciously is avoid making comparisons, even between siblings, because that is a sure short way of thwarting the self-esteem of a child as well as creating feelings of sibling rivalry or unhealthy competition. The last thing, which is very important and not to engage into, is don't be sarcastic and humiliating towards your child in private or in public. Is a thing that affects their self-esteem to such an extent that they may stop trying, they may give up very easily in life, and they may be constantly fearful and afraid of making mistakes. So these are a big no as far as the self-confidence of a child is concerned. Let's move to some of the other ideas. Yes, another important thing to keep in mind in order to develop the self esteem of a child and create a self positive image is these are some of the do's. First, you need to demonstrate affection to a child. Hugging, holding hands, moving, sitting together, close to each other, sharing a cuddle is a beautiful way of giving a child a sense of belonging. It is a beautiful way for a child to feel wanted and by the adults around them. All right. And I'm going to go very quick on this one. So, keeping this in mind, try and demonstrate affection to your child as much as possible. Appreciate them for their sparks, talents, and gifts and efforts. That's something we have spoken about. Another thing that is important for us is giving them constructive feedback so that you can become a positive voice in their head. And another thing that you can help them child do is encourage them to have positive self-talk and positive conversations with themselves. They may be doing a lot of negative self-filtering and focusing only on their negatives. You can encourage them to do a three-day positive exercise in which they identify three positive things about themselves on each and every day. And the last thing, can we move to the last slide, please? Oh, this is important. I'll quickly enumerate on this by briefly stating it. Another thing that is very important is that you have realistic expression expectations from them and set goals that are realistic for them. Also, help them to face failure, challenges, and setbacks. Help them recognize that all of us fail and make mistakes at times. You can model this behavior by sharing stories about your own personal life where you have failed and risen to the occasion after that. And we have amazing examples in the group here itself with Shirin, Dr. Nabat, and I'm sure Alchalaji, Dr. Malini, who have faced multiple challenges, but they have come out more successful and more self confident after rising to the occasion. Next thing, validate your child's feelings, respect their decisions, choices without privacy. And last but not the least, can we move to the next slide, please? You can have some positive affirmations every day with your child to build their self esteem. On that note, for a minute, I would like to quickly ask you to close your eyes and put your hand on your heart and say these positive affirmations to yourself after me in your head. I am confident, strong, capable of achieving my dreams. I am worthy of love, respect, and happiness. My uniqueness is a gift to the world. I believe in myself and my abilities. I choose to focus on the positive aspects of my life. I am surrounded by supportive and uplifting people. I am in control of my emotions and my reactions. I can overcome any challenge that's come my way. I am growing and learning every day. On that note, I'd like to move to the last slide and thank you so much for this opportunity and time. I am looking forward to hear from you about how this presentation has made a contribution to your life. Thank you.
Shrin, please unmute yourself. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you, Ashraf, for your insightful and inspiring words. Your depth of experience and your lifelong dedication to education truly shines through. We are honored to have you with us today. Thank you once again for sharing your wisdom with us. Let's keep it going. Let me introduce you to Tina. She's a dedicated preschool educator who cares for little children with patience, love, and nurturing heart. She's a proud mother of two beautiful kids, a passionate food lover who enjoys cooking, and someone who cherishes traveling and creating memories with her family. So today we honor her for her warmth she brings into her home, her classroom, and the lives of everyone around her. Can we please have Tina's video? Admin team, can we please play the video?
Already teenager and one lovely daughter. Both of very nice, very good. Thank you.
Tina, your love for mother of two, your dedication as a preschool educator, and the joy you bring through your passion for cooking and traveling truly shines through. Thank you, Tina, for sharing your journey with us. Our next youth member is the warm hearted and thoughtful Lazina Lee, a caring Year 9 student with a natural gift of supporting youth and younger children around her. She is patient, kind, and someone like kids instantly feel safe and comfortable with her. Lazine is passionate about children's well being and mental health, and she dreams of becoming a psychologist so she can continue helping young people feel understood and confident. Lazine, the stage is all yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is a historic day for us. Not only are we honoring the incredible matriarchs in the lives for Mother's Day, but we are celebrating the first G100 Australia Youth Engagement Session. To have a leader like Shirin Lakhani taking the helm as our Australian chair is the ultimate inspiration. A mother's ambition is inherently generous. Every boundary she pushes past is done to expand the horizon for her children and her community. Our promise to our new chair and to all the mothers here today: we will not let the doors you have opened stand still. We promise to push them wide open, to build boldly on the foundations you laid, and to carry your fiercely resilient spirit into this new chapter of youth leadership. Your hard work is our fuel. Thank you.
Thank you, Lazine. Thank you for the thoughtful words. On this beautiful occasion of Mother's Day, we want to begin by showing everyone a very sweet and heartwarming picture of Lazine and her mom. Admin team, Lazine's mom, Afshan Ali, thank you for raising such a gentle, thoughtful, and compassionate young girl. And we wish you a very happy Mother's Day. Your love, strength, and values shine through your daughter every single day. And now we have some wonderful news to share. Lazine, you have shown maturity, kindness, leadership, and a deep passion for supporting children far beyond your age. Your interest in mental health, your caring nature, and the comfort you bring to younger kids have truly inspired all of us. So, today, on this special day, we want to make it more memorable for you and for your family. It is with great pride and joy that we announce that we have nominated you to become our youth chair for the region of Canberra. Congratulations, Lazine. This honor reflects your beautiful heart, your dedication, and the positive difference you are already making at just 14 years old. We are incredibly proud of you, and we cannot wait to see the amazing things you will achieve as our youth chair. Congratulations, Lazine, once again. Let's keep moving. Our next speaker, Rosina Amlani, a dedicated professional with 10 years of experience in early childhood education and care. For the past decade, she has also trained aspiring educators shaping the future of the industry. Rosina's passion extends into her community work at the Religious Education Center, where she has inspired and guided countless young minds. Her natural ability to connect with children creates a warm, nurturing environment where she goes. Her mission is simple yet powerful: to empower children with confidence, values, and the belief that they can contribute positively to society. Rosina, the stage is all yours.
I think we cannot see Rosina here.
Looks like we have a technical glitch.
Yes, I think there's a network issue from her side.
No problems. We'll get connected to her once again. And in the meanwhile, let's look into our next video of a wonderful mother and an educator again. Her name is Pooja Palta. Pooja works in before and after school care, where she looks after children with patience, love, and a nurturing heart. As a devoted mother herself, she brings the same warmth and care into her home and into the lives of the children she supports every day. Admin, can we please play the video?
Day. When my child was little, mother meant being their whole world. I was the planner, I was the fixer, and I was the one with all the answers. Now that they are teenagers, mother means something different. It means being a guide, not a boss. My job is not to control their life, but to provide them the tools to live it. Now, I listen more than I talk. Because sometimes he'll just need me to be in the car, be quiet, and let him share. For me, mother means giving space, but never leaving. Watching them making mistakes and trusting they'll learn. It is being proud of the person they are becoming, even when we don't always agree. Most of all, mother means their safe place. The world can be loud and hard for teenagers. I just want my home, my love to be the place where they can rest. No judgment, just love. So that's what mother means to me. Loving them enough to let them grow. Staying so close enough that they know mom is always there. So happy Mother's Day to all the lovely moms out there. Enjoy your journey. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pooja. On this Mother's Day, we honor you for the care you give, the value you instill, and the difference you make in the lives of so many families. Thank you, Pooja, for your heart, your service, and your beautiful spirit. I guess we've got Rosina Amlani back on stage. Admin, do we have Rosina back?
Yes, she's here. Let me just see. Razina, can you unmute yourself and speak so that we know your network area or not? She left again. There's a network issue from her side, I assume.
Let's keep moving and we'll wait for her to rejoin again. Our next speaker is Tejwant Kaur, founder and CEO of GIA, co of Aged Care Specialist, Medical Service, and leading AI health tech innovator. Based in Sydney, a mother of three, Tejwant works at an intersection of dementia care, behavior understanding, and technology. Through GIA, she's transforming how care support people living with dementia, bringing confidence, compassion, and practical solutions to family and care teams. She was recently been awarded in the big idea at the Women Changing the World Global Awards in Paris. Tejwant, we welcome you on stage and the stage is all yours. Tejwant, can you please unmute yourself? We cannot hear you.
Hello. Sorry, just using the divided screen. Yeah. Hi, everyone. How are you? Thank you so much for inviting me here. I am truly honored and inspired by each and every individual, each and every person, every mother who's giving a speech over here, the amount of work you guys have been doing and what you've done, and our youth as well. Bravo. Good on you guys. That's brilliant. Um, look, I ask if the presentation that I sent can be shared as well?
Sure.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Look, I've been asked today to talk about what are the little things that women can do to for a better leader to be for tomorrow. For me, I believe the women empowerment starts with how we treat, listen to, and support each other every day. Um, can I ask, if you take a step back and you think there is a very important question that Shireen asked me to look into. And that question was, what's the basic structure? What are the structural changes that we need to do? What do we need to change? Can anyone think what it could be? Just think, what is in your control that you can change? I had to take a good think about it. And I realized the answer is something that's been something that I've been working on for the last about 10 years now. And that is opening up your mind. It's not changing a building. It's not changing a system outside you. It's the wall that we've built around ourselves. And that wall is not something that you built. You've actually built that by learning from others. And this is the place that you've learned from what you've learned in childhood, what your parents have taught you, what you've seen in the school, in the culture, the society around you. But for me, women's empowerment, the first thing starts here, and it's by noticing that wall and questioning which brick on that wall needs to be there and which brick on that wall doesn't need to be there. Can we go to the next slide, please? Now, I'm going to talk about what are the basic things that we need to do to be an authentic leader. That's something we are missing a lot these days when we look at the leaders around us. Authenticity has to be about you. It has to be about you. But how do you be authentic? How do you be yourself? The first change we need to bring in ourselves is allow yourself to ask a question. Allow yourself to have the courage to question. You can have authority tell you no, but youth, you guys have that chance to ask why no. Why no? I'll give you a little example. My daughter just went into this is a few years ago. She went into high school, year 7, and in her exam papers she got an answer, and the teacher said the answer is wrong. She knows the answer is right. She's asking the teacher, this is the way how I've done it, how can you prove to me that this is wrong? And the teacher's saying, you followed it the wrong way. This child is not taking that for an answer. She's saying the question didn't specify which path to follow, which way you wanted this to be answered. She has gone 2 levels up, all the way to the head of department, and asked them. And when she went up to that level is when those teachers and the head of department is saying, yeah, this is the answer's right. How you've done it, if we didn't specify this is how you were meant to do it, that doesn't mean that what you've done is wrong. And that showed me that we are trying to do the right thing, allowing the kids to ask the questions. Yes, as a kid, as youth, we respect authority, but that doesn't mean you have to switch off your mind. You need to just pause and just figure it out. Is this fair? What they are saying, is this true? Is this logical? Is there a logical explanation? What you're going to learn from that is going to help you grow your confidence, which is one of the first things you get when you look at leadership. Can we go to the next slide, please? Thank you. Now, I want to talk to you about when you are working on your confidence. You want to work on your confidence with curiosity, not by criticizing someone. You want to go there with an open mindset. Yes, you're going to respect people. Yes, you're still going to ask questions, but still think deeper, because this is how change happens. Think the way we ask questions, it matters just as how much it matters what the question you are asking, the way you are asking. If we don't understand where the other person's coming from, we are never going to learn. We've got to put our guard down and listen to them. I'll give you a small example again here. Let's say it's raining and you want water. One person goes out with a small glass and goes out to collect water. And another person goes with a big bowl with a wide opening. Who's going to get more water in their container? If we go with a closed mindset, you are not going to allow yourself to understand where the other person's coming from. When you are stepping into leadership, you need to be a good listener. You need to be at a place where you can understand where the other person is coming from before we start judging others. Understanding them brings compassion. And when compassion comes, you become a better leader. I hope you that makes sense to you. So it's learning both ways. It's if you don't understand, just ask again. Sorry, help me understand this better. Take a step back. Do not always look for that. In my mind, I'm thinking I want the answer to be ABC, and I'm only going to engage with people who say ABC. Note that if you're only going to go with an ABC, you're going to get stuck with people who are always going to say yes to you. They're never going to be able to question you. So to be a better leader, you need to allow yourself to be asked questions. You need to take that step back, and you need to understand them better, where they are coming from. Can we go to the next slide, please? And now we're coming to a very important point. And this point is that compassion creates sustainable moments. If we carry resentment everywhere, we're going to burn ourselves out. Sustainable moments are only built on strength, and they are built by people who can listen, who can forgive, who can collaborate, and keep moving forward. One major thing that I've learned till date is not to hold grudges against people. Maybe the situation was different. Try to think from the other person's perspective. Try to walk in their shoes and learn to forgive. Because if we don't follow these steps, you're going to reach the top, but you can still end up being stressed, isolated, and unable to trust people around you. And what is success if in the process of reaching it, you've lost your peace of mind, your relationships, and the ability to connect with others? To me, real empowerment and real leadership is not just about being strong. It's also about being emotionally wise. And that doesn't matter whether it's a male, a female, or somebody who identifies themselves as any LGBTQ or anything. If we don't have that patience to understand where they're coming from, hear them out, we're never going to grow forward. Now, I am also going to share something, one very key thing here, something that was a hope for me when I was at in your age. Think Amritsar. I was doing my studies over there, and I meet this grandma, and she's coming on a wheelchair to learn computers. And I'm saying this is before 2000. This is grandma on a wheelchair coming to learn computers. Do you know what that shows you? You can do anything at any time, any moment. You have that motivation, that passion in you, you can get there. You can do anything. So never think that in everyone's life, things come, ups and downs happen. But don't let those ups and downs stop you from thinking that you can't go forward. So coming back to this one now, the last point I want to make. Can we go to the next slide, please? You cannot grow alone. You need to have a support group. You need to have mentors. Find a mentor. Find someone who you like, whose passion, whose style of leadership you like. Try to connect with them. There are different ways connecting with people through LinkedIn. Talk about what you find inspiring from them. And then that's how you make a genuine connection. Do not always impose what you have in mind and put it on them. Talk about what you've learned from them, and then bring your angle in there about what you want to do. And you never know, they can help you. If they choose to mentor you, you can grow so much further. So have that support group, have the mentors, have the people around you who guide you. And as I said before, who also challenge you and help you keep going when things get hard. Because empowerment is not just about one person succeeding alone. It's about creating an environment where people feel heard, supported, respected, and confident enough to speak up and grow together. So, if there is one thing, can we go to the next slide? If there is one thing I want you to remember, it is be brave enough to question, be open enough to stay curious, be kind enough to forgive, and be wise enough to grow with others. And that, to me, is where the little things that we can change on a daily basis to help us become the future leaders. Thank you for listening to me. Thanks.
Thank you, Tejwan, for sharing your powerful insights with us today. Your journey as a founder, a mother, award winning health tech leader reflects resilience, empathy, and commitment to creating real impact. We are truly inspired by your vision and the compassionate behind your innovation. Thank you. Thank you for the difference you're making and for us. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Let's go back and hear from our speaker, Rosina Amlani. Yet again, sorry we missed listening to you, but I would say I appreciate Rosina. She's been giving her time. She's in between students, teaching students, basically taking care of teachers at the Religious Education Center, and also giving us her beautiful time. So, Rosina, the stage is all yours, and we welcome you again.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, we are.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Shirin, for the opportunity. Hi, everyone, and happy Mother's Day to all the incredible mothers here today. It's truly an honor to be part of this panel where there are such an inspirational and empowering speakers. And I feel very grateful to be able to share both my professional experience and my personal journey of raising children in today's changing world. Early childhood, it is such a powerful stage of life because the relationships and experiences children receive during these years often stay with them forever. At this age, children may not remember every word that we say, but they always remember how we made them feel. As both a mother and a childcare educator, I believe the everyday values that we model and nurture during childhood become the foundation of future leaders, not just academically, but compassionate, resilient, and emotionally intelligent human beings. As a mother and an educator, I think one of the biggest things we need to teach children is emotional safety, letting them know that it's okay to have feelings, it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to ask for help when you need. So often, children grow up thinking that they need to be looking good all the time. They sometimes hide their emotions or they are afraid of getting things wrong. But when children feel emotionally safe, They develop confidence and trust in the people around them. Emotional safety begins with simple everyday moments like listening to children without judgment, helping them name their feelings, and reassuring them that emotions like sadness, frustration, anger, loneliness, fear, they are all normal. For example, if a child is upset because they lost while playing a game or their block tower fell down, instead of saying, "Don't cry" or "Don't cry like a girl," we can make use of an I statement, letter I. And we can acknowledge their feelings and we can say that, "I see that you are disappointed. Let's try and work it out again. Let's try to do it again." That small response teaches resilience, perseverance, and emotional regulation. Children need to feel safe, loved, heard, and accepted. When children experience secure relationships, they develop confidence to explore, take healthy risks, and build resilience through challenges. To give you an example, the other day I watched a 4-year-old trying to zip up his jacket. He tried a couple of times and then finally gave up and said, "I can't do it." We see a lot of times children, they easily come and say that, "I can't do it." And as a mother, my first instinct was to rush over and zip it up for him so that he stops crying. But then, when I thought of it as an educator, I sat down next to him on the floor. I validated his frustration and said, "I can see that you are working hard. It's really hard and you are still learning. But I still believe that you can do it. Let's do it together. Let's hold the bottom together and then you can pull up your zip." It took 3 more turns, but then he got it at the end. When we don't step in too quickly and encourage them to be independent, they become strong emotionally. Another important value is kindness, empathy, and respect for others. Children at the very young age, they learn these values through everyday experiences. Something as simple as encouraging a child to invite another child into play, share toys with other child, or learn about different cultures and family backgrounds helps children to grow into accepting and respectful individuals. We can see around us that society is becoming increasingly multicultural, and it is more important than ever for children to be kind, to be nice to one another, and practice inclusion from a very young age. In childcare, we often notice that when adults model empathy and kindness, children naturally begin to show compassion towards others. A few weeks ago, I noticed a 4-year-old girl who was in the sandpit building a massive sandcastle. And there was a boy who wanted to join in, but he didn't know how to go and ask that girl that, "Can I play?" So he just stood there in the corner, quietly watching the girl make a sandcastle. I went over to that girl and said, "Wow, that's such a big castle you're building. It looks like a lot of work for one person. Would you like someone to help you build it?" She looked up at me, she looked around, looked at the boy and smiled and said, "Hey, do you want to come and help and dig in with me?" It's just a little prompt for us as a parent or as an educator, as an adult. It helps the child to get those small cues to include someone who is around us. In early childhood, inclusion is about teaching children to see around, to notice who may be left out, and to invite them in. Those small moments help shape children into caring, respectful, and emotionally aware individuals for the future. I also believe children need strong values such as gratitude, responsibility, honesty, and cooperation. Simple daily practices like helping others, taking turns, Caring for the environment, no matter it's plants, trees, animals, neighbors, and showing appreciation, they all shape the character far more than we sometimes realize. As educators and mothers, we must remember that children learn more from what we model than from what we say. The way we respond to stress, treat others, resolve conflict, when we apologize when something goes wrong, they slowly develop the same qualities themselves. And those qualities help them as they grow up into the future leaders. If we nurture children with love, boundaries, respect, and opportunities for independence, we are not only raising successful children, but we are raising future leaders who are emotionally aware, they're resilient, and capable of contributing positively to society. To conclude, I believe raising resilient, emotionally intelligent, and inclusive children does not just come from one single lesson or one instance. It happens through small, everyday moments. The way we speak to children at that young age, how we come down to their level and speak to them having an eye contact, giving high five or fist bump, speaking in a soft tone, politely, our gestures, our facial expressions, all these support them through challenges, encourage kindness, and model respect quietly becomes part of who they are. As mothers and educators, we may not realize it every day, but the love, guidance, and values that we give children today, they all are shaping the future generation of leaders, caregivers, and compassionate human beings. Thank you.
Thank you, Rosina, for the impact you make and sharing your wisdom with us today. On a personal note, I would like to congratulate Rosina for the youth member Alina Amlani. She's her daughter. We have nominated Rosina Alina for a youth chair of Sydney this afternoon. So, congratulations to you. And we see the values, the instincts, what Alina has brought to the table today. So, thank you very much. We really appreciate you doing so much for us. Thank you.
Thank you for the honor, Sharon. Thank you for the opportunity and bringing the youth coming up on the screen and globally to be able to speak spoken in front of and to build the confidence as a future leader. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's go ahead. Our next mother, which we look forward to honor, Mrs. Beena Qasim, a proud grandmother of six, a respected community leader, and a devoted volunteer. Beena has spent years serving the community with kindness, humility, and a genuine heart for people. Her dedication, her wisdom, and her nurturing spirit have touched many families and continue to inspire everyone around her. Today we celebrate her not just as a grandmother, but as a woman who leads with love and serves with purpose. Let's go ahead and hear from Beena.
On the very best days, and even on the really tough days, you are doing a great job, even when it doesn't feel like it. You won't always be appreciated in the moment. Most of the time, it will feel thankless. But when you try your best, even when you get it wrong, but you try your best even when you get it wrong. Just and you are the heart of your family, and your job is to keep these bonds close. You will see the rewards for it all when the kids grow up. So my advice is love your kids unconditionally, love your grandkids even more, forgive their mistakes and celebrate their wins. If all goes too quickly, so even when you are tired and just need a break, try to enjoy it. And not just on Mother's Day, but every day. Happy Mother's Day to all.
Thank you, Beena. Thank you for sharing your beautiful presence with us today. Today, we honor not just the work you do, but the heart behind it, the love, the patience, and the generosity that defines you. Thank you once again for being an inspiration to all of us. Our next speaker is Shaz Sini, a psychic medium and a trauma informed life coach with over 35 years of experience and more than 10,000 sessions delivered. Shaz supports women through grief, loss, and emotional healing, including mothers navigating pregnancy and infant loss. She is known for her grounded, compassionate approach and her ability to create safe, nurturing spaces for women to process, rebuild, and reconnect with themselves. Shaz, the stage is all yours, and a very warm welcome to you.
Thank you, Shirin. Thank you to everyone that's been here today. I'm here to represent those women who have had miscarriage or infant loss, or any person out there, male or female, who has lost a loved one to spirit, to know that that person, however long or short they've been in your life, really matter. And it's usually those people and those deep losses, especially in mothers, that create the greatest inspiration for women to stand up, rise up, and become everything that they can be. Some of the most beautiful advocates I've ever met in this world are mothers who have lost children to tragedy, whether that's through disease, through injury, through accident. But that inspiration, that desire to be representation of their children, of the memory that they hold within them, has a magical aspect and a way for people, and women especially, to show up in this world. Through great heartache and heartbreak, we find resilience, strength, and motivation to go and be the change in the world that we desire to see in others. And this is the message that I want to share with the youth of today. To show up and change the world is how you show up personally. Each representation that you put out into this world matters. The way you meet people, the way you speak to people, the way you interact, and especially the way you respond. A great leader is someone who acknowledges that not everyone is perfect, but they are there to understand and be compassionate, and especially kind to those who are struggling the most. For the things that bubble out of us are the feelings and emotions that are troubling us the most. There's a little metaphor, right? If you're walking along and someone bumps into you and you're holding a cup of coffee, what spills out on the floor? And some people will tell you coffee, other people will tell you anger, resentment, criticism, sometimes compassion, love, understanding. Whatever's inside of you is what is going to bubble out of you. So be aware of those people around you. Are they coming and sharing great wisdom with you, offering inspiration, leading you from the front, pulling you up with them? Or are they pulling you down from behind? Are they sharing their criticisms, their judgments, their picking on you, the bullying aspects of usually anyone's judgment or criticism of someone else is a reflection of what's going on in their heart space. So if they are saying terrible things about you, it's never about you. It's about what's going on within them. And you can never fight fire with fire. You have to fight anger, frustration, criticism, and bullying with love. It is the only combat to it, and complete understanding. Those feelings are things that are happening to them, and they're not aware consciously or even how to work their way through it. And a great leader is someone who has the perspective to take a step back and look at the bigger picture around them and see how they then can contribute to the growth and the well-being and healing of others. For a healed person will never criticize or uplift, and a great leader is always there to put a hand down and to help pick you up. It is only ever someone behind you that is going to try and pull you back to their level. Now, when we talk leadership, you are the sum of the 5 greatest people that you surround yourself with. If you want to rise up to become better, go and find powerful women to aspire to be. Find that mentor, find that coach, find that visionary who will share every insight with you. An empowered woman would never tell you, oh, no, I can't give you all my secrets. I can't hold it back. I have to hold it back. I can't share it with you. For inspired, powerful women want to uplift, empower, and bring everybody else with them. You have the power to be that too. Especially in teenagers today, when you see someone struggling and having anger issues, being overly critical or bullying others, only what's inside of them can come out. So ask yourself, is there a moment in their life where they are suffering that? And too many people hide what's really going on behind the scenes. They may have struggles at home. They may have bullying parents or siblings or other people doing that to them, because usually what we are taught is what we share. If you want to be better for other people, show that from the front. A great leader is truly authentic and congruent with their actions. They get in the trenches. They will never tell anyone to do something they're not willing to get down and dirty and do for themselves. Show the way, step forward in peace and clarity, and become the visionary that you want. For the more you show the world the outcome that you desire, the more people that will follow, respond the same, and show up in the same vein. We all deserve to have beautiful clarity and love. Every single person has an amazing gift. We are born with it. It is our God-given gift in this life that we are meant to rise up and become the best version of that we can be. Share that skill with others. Your words, your wisdom, and your sense of self matters. You are so important in this world, and everyone has something to share with the world. Don't hold it back. You never know how one small moment can have the greatest impact ever. It's that small smile, that kindness, that little act of generosity, paying it forward, doing something for someone else can have a huge impact, even greater than you can ever realize. But always remember to honor yourself, reflect on self, and appreciate who you are. For you are the next generation, and you are here to change the world one step at a time, and it starts with how you show up today. Thank you.
Shaz, thank you so much for your grounded presence, your empathy, and your commitment to healing truly makes a difference. But I would say I would not let you go on this note. I would like you to stay with me. I'm going to share a video. It's basically in the language Hindi, but I would translate that once the video is played, and I would really need your insights on that video. So, admin, can we please play that video?
इसकी माँ नहीं होती, मेरी भी माँ नहीं है। पता है वो कैसे मरी? मैंने उसका खून किया है। क्योंकि जब मैं पैदा हुआ, दुनिया में पहली सांस ली, तब मेरी माँ ने आखिरी सांस ली थी। कहते हैं भगवान पापियों को सजा देता है, मगर एक ताज़ा न हुआ बच्चा क्या गुनाह कर सकता है जो भगवान ने मुझे ये सजा दी? शायद मैंने पैदा होती माँ को डस लिया। यही मेरा गुनाह है और भगवान यही गुनाह की सजा मुझे दे रहा है। ये भगवान भी अजीब है, किसी की नैया पार लगाता है तो किसी की मैया मार गिराता है। बेखौफ होकर दुनिया को कठपुतली की तरह नचा रहा है। अपना वजूद बताने के लिए कहीं भूचाल लाता है तो कहीं अकाल गिराता है। जब उसको माँ की जरूरत महसूस हुई तो खुद के वास्ते दो माँओं का प्यार बटोर लिया। देवकी की कोख से जन्म लेकर यशोदा की गोद में खेलने वाले तू दुनिया की खबर रखता है, लेकिन तुझे क्या पता माँ की गोद क्या होती। माखन नहीं मिलने पर तू माखन भी चुरा सकता है, मगर मुझे ये तो बता कि मैं माँ का दूध कहाँ से चुराऊं? माँ का आंचल कहाँ से लाऊं? माँ की ममता कहाँ से पाऊं? एक दिन माँ के बच्चे को कौन चुलाएगा और कौन लोरी सुनाएगा? भगवान बनना आसान है भगवान, एक यतीम बन के दिखा। बहुत मुश्किल है भगवान, बहुत मुश्किल है भगवान। माँ किसे कहते हैं? इस
Coming back to Shaz on this note with this video, can we have Shaz back on the stage, admin?
Hey,
Shaz, as you have advised our younger generation to go forward, I would like to ask this question to you. This video was about an orphan who was longing for a mother, a loss of a mother. How would you say a child to come in front and express his grief? We say about a mother losing a child, but what about vice versa when a child loses a mother?
and it's very much the same. I could not understand a word from the child, but the emotion that I could feel and the loss and the understanding of the grief was phenomenal. And to any children who don't have their mothers with them and or fathers or whoever they have lost, just please know that they linger on with us. They show themselves to us and their love never ends. It's the same as I miscarried 2 children, and they would be 18 years old this year, and my love for them has never died. I never forget, and they will never forget you, and you will never forget them. That energy can traverse the world, and you can feel it, but it doesn't always make it as simple as wanting that hug, that connection, that voice from them. And this is why I do the work that I do to help you reconnect with that. But to all those people who have lost someone in their life, know that their love continues on. They are here to support you, guide you, and cheer you from afar. We have the ability to attune to those symbols, those signs, those energetic frequencies so that you can sense them around you. And trust me, any mother in heaven looking down on their child never stops. They're always around, they always show up and send that love, pride, accomplishment. They have this beautiful essence of hovering to watch and make sure that everything is fine. And they give you everything that they can. That grief for me is the loss of love not felt. But no, love survives time. It survives planes and frequencies, and it gives us everything that we can. If you open up your heart, you will feel tingles, you will feel disruptions in your auric field, or you'll see signs. Sometimes those signs can be butterflies or dragonflies, pennies or feathers. These are all signs that people will come and show us. Spirit communicates through music. They will put a song right where you need to hear it or play tunes in your head that aren't even there. And especially one of the greatest gifts that I found, especially this week, as I've had a few readings that the same sort of message came through, is they will find the perfect person to come and give you that message directly from their mouth. So when you are interacting with someone and you have someone come and say to you exactly what you need to hear in that moment, know that your loved one has transverse the universe to connect that person with you and deliver that powerful message of love, acceptance, and honor. Our loved ones in spirit are never ever far away. They are deeply with us. They connect with us, watch over us, and do everything they can to gather our attention. You are worthy, you are deserving, and they just want you to know that they love you unconditionally and accept every aspect of who you are, where you are, and what you're doing right now.
Thank you, Shaz, for the light you bring and for the strength you help others rediscover with themselves. So, that being said, it shows that grief is not just sadness, it is profound, exhausting confusion at why love can exist so strongly when the person we love is no longer there, but they are still closer to us. All right. I think we all felt that one in our hearts. It got a little emotional in here. So let's move the tables around just a little, bring the energy up, shake off the tears, and a tiny bit of laughter. Because only a mother can say certain things. And this morning I heard one that made me smile. A mom said, I love my kids, but sometimes I hide in the bathroom just to breathe. And honestly, every mother in the room knows exactly what I mean. So, with that little giggle, let's keep the celebration going. Let's hear from our youth member 3. It's an absolute pleasure to introduce a truly remarkable young individual, Sarjna Shah. At just 15 years of age, Sajna represents the very best of our youth, someone who beautifully balances excellence in academics, performing arts, creativity, community service. She is not only a high achieving student, but also an inspiring young leader who continues to make a meaningful impact in everything she does. Sarna began her dance journey at the age of 3, and today she is a highly accomplished performer trained in Bharatnatyam, along with a wide range of styles including Bollywood, hip hop, lyrical, and Indian folk. Her dedication and passion have taken her to stages across Sydney, where she performs regularly at major cultural festivals, community events, and charity programs, sharing her art and spreading joy to audiences from all walks of life. One of the most significant milestones in her journey was completing her Bharatnatyam Arangitaram at just 13, a testament to years of discipline, commitment, and love for her craft. She has also earned formal recognition with advanced dance certifications, further reflecting her excellence and dedication. Let me hold my hands and get Sajna on the stage. Sajna, stage is all yours. Sajna, can you unmute yourself?
Thank you and good afternoon, everyone. As we bring this youth section to a close, the question for my generation isn't how we celebrate Mother's Day. It's about how we honor it with our actions. Today marks a powerful new milestone as we kick off our first official session under the G100 Australian chair. You have given us your ceilings to use as our floors. Because of the trailblazing matriarchs in this room, our generation doesn't have to wonder if women can change the world while nurturing the next generation. We've watched you do it. Our final promise. We will not treat your sacrifices as history. We will treat them as our marching orders. We promise to stand taller, speak louder, lead more fiercely, because you lit the fire within us. You built the foundation, now watch us build the future. Let's all stand up together and give a massive round of applause to our mothers, our matriarchs, our new G100 Australian chair. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that beautiful message. You spoke straight from the heart, and we all felt it, especially me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Before we continue, we want to take a special moment to show everyone a lovely picture, one that captures the warmth, love, and strength behind this young lady. Admin, can we show the picture? To her parents, thank you so much for raising such a grounded kid, an inspiring young girl. Everything she is today reflects the value you have instilled in her. And now we have some wonderful news to share. Admin, can we take the picture off? Today, on this special occasion, we want to honor Sajna for her dedication, her leadership, her compassion, and the way she carries herself with maturity far beyond her age. It is with great pride and joy that we announce that she has been nominated as our Youth Chair for Australia. Congratulations, Sajna. This honor reflects your hard work, your values, and the positive impact you're already making. We are incredibly proud of you, and we cannot wait to see the amazing things you will achieve as the Youth Chair Australia. And I should say, that's what your kids say. Sajna Didi is the best.
Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Looking forward to more webinars with you and hearing more from you. As we come close to this beautiful Mother's Day celebration, I need to pause and speak from my heart to every single person who made today truly special. Thank you. To all our speakers, to all our mothers, all our grandmothers, carers, mother figures here today. Your strength, your sacrifices, your laughter, and your unconditional love are the foundation of every family and every community. But more than that, I want to speak to our younger leaders today. Alina, Lazine, Sajna, you're 12, 14, and 15 years old, and you're already showing what the future looks like. You're showing us that leadership has no age. The compassion is powerful, that a young woman is a vision which can change the world. So, to you and to every young woman watching or listening to us today, I want to say this: the world needs your voice, it needs your vision, it needs your change. Don't wait until you're older. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for validation. Don't wait for someone to tell you you're ready. You're ready right now, exactly as you are. And when you fall, you will fall. There will be a woman standing beside you to help you rise, because that's what matriarchs do. We rise, we reach back, we lift others as we climb. That's what G100 is. This is what Wiki is. That's what we are building here today. So, to everyone present here, thank you for your energy, your presence, and your support. You have turned this gathering into a celebration of love, unity, and womanhood. A special thanks to our digital partner, Rapidness Nikhilji and his wife. A very special thank you to your entire team as well from us, being our official digital partner with G100 and Wiki. Thank you for managing all the technical aspects, publishing pictures and videos in real time, and ensuring the event ran smoothly without a single interruption. Your professionalism, calmness, and behind the scenes support made today seamless. Before I finish, I would also like to thank Bhupender ji for helping us on our backstage yesterday throughout the night, getting all the setup done, because it was the very first time we were using this particular technology. So thank you, Achila ji and Bhupender ji, for helping me put everything in this place. Thank you. As we close, I want to leave you with this thought: a mother's love is the first leadership we ever experience, and it's the one that shapes us for our life. So happy Mother's Day to all of you. May you leave the space with full hearts, with warm memories, with the reminder that you are valued, you're seen, and you're deeply appreciated. And may you go out into the world and lift one woman up, just one. Because when one woman rises, we all rise. Thank you and welcome to the Matriarch and Milestones. Let us rise together. Thank you so much once again, and hope to see you all very soon with another webinar. Thank you for today.
Thank you, dear.
Have a
Thanks a
great
lot.
day.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you